What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Troop coming to you live and direct from the Battle Troop headquarters. Let's get right off into this. Brother Polight, bittersweet, but at the same time bitter. Well, apparently he had to appear in court facing his charges on sexual assault, molestation to a minor, where his semen was taken and was found on his 14-year-old stepdaughter, on her clothes and on her face, where he allegedly got her drunk so the little girl passed out, forced himself down her throat. This brother was supposed to have been a motivational speaker, a brother who do a lot of things to man, this man is just a damn con artist, man. I ain't running nothing down to this dude. That's all the hell he is. A perverted con artist using the little money he got to finance the very satanic thing that this clown was doing. He appeared in court today, and let's listen to some of this stuff that happened when he was in court today. Let's go.
Note Jr., born August 10th, 1983.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, so you are currently charged under case F21 14438 with several counts involving a minor victim. And the minor victim is identified as T like Thomas, S like Sam. Do you know who that is?
Yes.
All right. Sir, you are ordered that you can have no contact with TS. And when I say no contact, that means no direct contact or indirect contact. Indirect contact includes you cannot communicate with this individual via social media, you cannot call, you cannot text, you cannot reach out to this individual or in some way attempt to communicate through a third person. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, I do.
All right. Now, I will just advise you and admonish you. This means what it says. I do not know whether or not you were given any type of a stay-away order, but as of right now, this stay-away order is in effect, in that if you violate any terms of this stay-away order, that may be grounds for your bond status, your pretrial release status to be revoked, and you will be immediately taken into custody. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Anything further on that issue from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Anything further from that issue from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Right there. Shouts out to Tasha K. We'll continue to break him down, exposing this clown. Let's get off into his charges, though. Look at his charges. Look at the charges that's going down. Okay? Look at his charges. These are his charges. Check out his charges. These are new charges he has. So, the two at the bottom, the engaging of a child sex, aging 4 to 14 felony, that was dropped. Sexual battery to a child ranging from 12 to 17, that was dropped. Those were the two biggest ones that was dropped that faced the minimum of life. That he definitely trying to parade about like he has some type of victory. Only for those two to be dropped, but 4 more new ones added. 4 more new ones added, which is actually the same exact thing, which is basically like the same exact thing. So what's happening is, each of these child molestation charges he have here, LOL, lewd and lasciviousness, molesting a child, lewd and lasciviousness, molesting of a child, 12 to 16, 12 to 16, lewd and lascivious conduct with a child, 16 and under, lewd and lascivious exhibit, 16 by 18, contributing alcohol to a minor, misdemeanor, So those 4 child molestation charges, those felonies, each of those starts at a minimum 5 years to 20 years, which again is basically like a life sentence anyway. Okay? And this is how they get him. They give him 4 of those so that he can't beat all 4 of them. If he found guilty with just 1 of them, which they know they will because they got his semen and all that, he ain't gonna get around that DNA. You can't explain how the DNA came out of your penis on this little girl's face. Did y'all know his semen was actually found on the little girl's face in her clothes? So his semen was found on her face in her clothes. So you can't get around how that's going to happen, okay? So with that being said, you're not going to beat these charges. No matter how hard, no matter how much money you got, it's not going to happen, okay? So he's out of there. He's out of there. And he got a microscope on him. He can't have no contact with them people at all. He done. He done. He done. Financially and physically. He going to jail, and any dime he got, he losing. Why he trying to tell people, oh, I'm suing y'all. I put 100,000 aside. No, you didn't. You can't afford to put 100,000 aside. You're going to need all that money to help fight this case. You're going to need also a lot of money to take care of you when you go to prison and do all that time. You're going to also get sued again after this, because after they find you guilty in this, one of these guilty is going to have you being sued civil. Even if you, let's just say, for instance, and it's not going to happen. Let's just say, for instance, he beat all these charges. They still going to sue you for civil. They going to sue you for civil court. And you're going to lose financially on that also. So regardless to what, you're done all around the board. All around the board. So they dropped 2 charges and added 4 more that each carry 5 to 20 years, which is a life sentence. Which is a life sentence. And the judge gonna sentence you as such. You get found guilty in one of them, the judge gonna give you like the max at the least, because you're dealing with a child. So for consideration of the child, they're gonna bank you off that alone. Then your history and reputation of being one of these dudes that speak so harshly against the white folks, they're gonna really have a grudge and bank you on that alone. Because they definitely looking into your background, the messages and things you talk about. You're done. You're done. All that talking, all that bragging. I don't feel sorry for that dude. He literally tried to kill that girl, man. Let's just keep it real. He literally tried to kill that little girl just to get some sex. They should have charged him with attempted murder, keeping it real. That's what they should have charged him with. So, y'all don't believe that, though. Y'all looking at it like, no, yeah, he should have. The little girl was unconscious, okay? Unconscious. Unresponsive. He had to stick his hand down her throat to get her to vomit up the poison that was inside of her. After, see, y'all ain't getting this. After he was done ejaculating all over her while she was unconscious. While she was unconscious. Think about that. Y'all don't get how psycho and retarded this dude is. He got all that experience in psychology, but he had to drug a 14-year-old girl in order to have sex with her, allegedly. Think about that. You got all this game, but a 14-year-old didn't fall for it. You had to drug her up, allegedly, to even get it. And she was unconscious to the point of death if you didn't stick your hand down her throat to make her vomit up the alcohol that was taking control of her body and whatever else something that was inside of her. Only for you to still have your way with her while she unconscious. Think about that. This man was erect while she was still unconscious, unresponsive, not able to even participate. And he still was able to ejaculate all over her, watching her unconscious, unresponsive, as if dead. Necrophilia. And he trying to talk. Terrible. Sad. He got Rolls Royces and all these houses. But you ain't got $100 to pay a prostitute to give you some head. You got 5 wives, but none of them can give you some head. You want to take it from a little girl who looked like she's 7, 8 years old. Think about how perverted he is. Looking at that little girl little as hell. Looking at that little girl. But you got 5 wives. Nice bodies and everything. But here go a little girl built like a pencil and you desiring and lusting after her. And you want her. Nothing satisfies her. Nothing could satisfy his craving. He had a whole plan and everything how to get this little girl away from her mama. To then take her to a hotel and rent another room privately where he will not be disturbed. Why he took advantage of that little girl. He demonic. Told you, when you get to going against Christ and you talking against Jesus Christ, you welcome them demons in. You welcome them demons in. The more and more he cussed and mocked and hated and tried to spread lies against Jesus Christ, those demons were coming in, just crowding in. Same white man you talk against, now you done put yourself in their hands. Good. Black justice. Feel sorry for him for what? For what? Man, please. Dude, terrible. Sad as hell. They're going to politely give you 80 years. That's what they're going to do to you. They're going to politely give you 80 years. He's a sucker. Straight up born sucker. Terrible. It is what it is, man. At the end of the day, let this be a lesson to y'all. Stop following and believing in these clowns. There's only one man I follow, I believe in, and that's Jesus Christ, because he was proven to be worthy of all the praise. Perfect, holy, righteous, never committed sin, never did nothing wrong, loved all, taught, educated, healed, saved, delivered. Get up out of here. That's who we follow. We follow the man Jesus. You don't follow these clowns. And anytime somebody speak against them, shows that they disqualified. Now you got to fight all these rape charges. Now your whole career over. Now everything you thought that kept you safe, you got to give up. It's over for you. It's over for you. Ain't no way you can bounce back from this, partner. That's what you get. That's what you get. That being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. Make my judgment. That's a question. It's yours. These are all his charges right here, y'all. These are all his charges. Take a look at him. Dude is terrible. Straight up predator. That's what he is. Straight up predator. There he is. It's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment. That's the question. It's yours. Subscribe to Battle Truth.